So welcome back to my channel. It's been a couple of days, y'all. I've been like, I told y'all this life stuff gets pretty hectic sometimes, especially since I started my YouTube channel. First of all, I got a lot of backlash, but we ain't gonna talk about that right now. We're talking about working from home. Basically, so I worked for 3 different at-home companies. Kelly Connect was one. Capital One is who I'm currently with, which I like the most. So when I was pregnant, I really didn't want to go out, so I did a little research, and Kelly Connect was the easiest to get on first. The pay is okay. $15 is what they start you off with, but it goes up really, really quickly. So, anywho, the interview process was, I'm going to put them, just in case anybody needs a job, I'm definitely going to put it in the description bar where you can actually go and apply for at-home jobs. They also do provide the Mac and the headset and stuff like that. So the interview process is really, really, really easy. I think it was like a 2-second application, and then 2 minutes literally. And then I forwarded my application. I got my resume. I got an email with like, hey, can you schedule a time for an interview? That was really hectic because the slots go really, really fast, and you just have to kind of catch it. So I finally got a slot. I did the interview. It was like a Skype interview. It was a basic interview, with somebody at their house. And it was just like, I was at my house, they were at their house. It was just like a conversation. It was super, super easy. Then after that, basically, he was like, yeah, you got the job. There was I think it was like a 6-week training. So I did all of my new hire paperwork. There was no drug test or anything like that. But I will say, everything that I put on my resume, they do thoroughly go back and check everything, like far as your education, your job history. They go back and check on those things to just make sure everything checks out. I think even if you have a felony, you could still actually get on with Kelly Connect. I don't have a felony, I don't have a record. So after that, the training, it was like a 6-week training, a virtual training, and it was intense because you have to if you don't know, I have an iPhone, so I kind of know, the small things about iPhones. It's just certain things that I did not know. So the training was 6 weeks. It was a pretty intense training. Excuse the baby. My trainer was really, really good. I really liked her. After the training, and you were in a virtual classroom, so you can get on camera. Sometimes you have to speak, sometimes you have to answer the questions, sometimes you have to read. So it's like a real class for 6 weeks. You have to pass the test with an 80% at the end of the 6 weeks, or you do not get to continue on in the process. I think you get 2 times to take the test. Luckily, it's open book. It's open notes, not paper notes, but you can keep notes inside of your computer that you can take screenshots of certain things, and the trainers are pretty nice, and they kind of get you through everything that you kind of need to know. After my training and my test, the plus about it was that you do get a $500 bonus, I think, after your first 90 days or whatever. Just basically, no, actually I think it's after you just complete training. As long as you complete training, you get a $500 bonus that just pops up on your check, which was needed because I needed it. Other than that, yeah, it was pretty easy. So I was in the iOS department, which is iPhones and iPads, for I want to say 6 months. And I just answered calls, got surveys. The surveys are what will make or break you. Because customers, sometimes they just say very bad stuff, and it's called a D stat or something like that. So yeah, when your customers give you bad surveys, that just reflects on you. So it was overall, I give it a thumbs up for the at-home job. I wasn't in iOS that long. I went on over to Mac, and when I say No, ma'am. I'm not. I mean, I can work a Mac because I did the training. The training was intense. Like, it was thrown at you. It was super fast. I feel like it was like didn't cover much, but you got a raise. So they sent me an email like, hey, we thought your stats were good. We want to just promote you over to, you know, Mac OS training, which is, whew, people do not play about their Macs. Other than that, the point of the video is to tell you how it is working from home with a baby. So the pregnancy part was really, really, you know, easy. You know, roll over, brush your teeth, log into your computer, do your work, roll over, go back to sleep. Now, after I had my baby, he was very, very, very quiet. Initially, he was super quiet. Nobody had even knew that I had a baby or anything like that. So it was cool. So when my baby started to get a little more active and a little more verbal, they kept hearing him on calls. So once they heard him on calls, like, I literally got wrote up. I got corrective action. So I always thought that working from home with a baby, when you didn't want to pay for daycare, would be like such a good thing for, you know, moms. But to the contrary, I think that's what they're saying is, yeah, it's a no-go. I got in trouble 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. Luckily, I had a supervisor who was really cool. The pay, I give it a thumbs up. You know, they do raises. You have so much opportunity to move up in the company, especially if your numbers are good and you come to work. Their attendance policy, I'm gonna say, and out of any corporate job that I've worked, or any call center job, or any job I've worked, they have the most lenient attendance policy. I will say that. But yes, so if you work from home, having a baby, doing it with a baby is not the way to go. Okay? It's not. Yeah, so if you have any questions, I'll do another video on Capital One. If you have any other questions, you know, just hit the link. If I can lend a hand, give you any information, if you think that working at home is like something that you want to do, definitely just let me know, and I can try to navigate you or help you any way that I can. You know, sister love working, you know, helping the people. But yeah, I'll send everything in the description box below. Peace. Say bye.